What's up, squad? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So guys, I cannot believe 2019 is upon us. I'm recording this slightly before the new year, but I'm just really excited, and it's been such a great year, and I know that it's going to be so strong, especially for the sign of Taurus, so I'm really excited. Now, I am filming from New York. I flew out here for New Year's, super excited about that, and just being with family and friends. And I did a meet and greet today, and I met this awesome girl named Gabby, and she has this jewelry, and she gave me some of it, and it was so beautiful, and I really love it. You guys can see everything on her website, so I will leave her website and her Instagram so you guys can check out her stuff. Now, let's see what's going on for 2019, okay? And as you guys notice, I had to switch it up a little bit, and it's such a funny story because my mother, she's actually she's strict in her own ways, and she has been a hairstylist my whole life. She's such a talented woman, but anytime I ask for crazy colors, she'll be like, yeah, I got you. So it always comes out brown or black, but with a slight tint of the color that I wanted. So I'm like, oh my God, Mom, I feel so bad because I had to go to my friend to do it. So my mom felt a type of way, but a girl wants what a girl wants. So my hair's finally purple, yay. So let's see what's going on, guys. Just want to tell you that funny story. I feel like you would appreciate it, because you know how we try to stay loyal sometimes, but sometimes we gotta step out of that. So what is going on for squad? January 2019. What can be expected for the Taurian? And this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, guys. I don't always remember to say that, but always assume it. Venus signs as well. Alright, so we have past, present, and future. Okay, so the energy that we have here is the Hierophant in the reverse. Now, the Hierophant to me, and it's not just because I'm a Taurus and it can, mean Taurus, but it's so powerful to me because it shows when there's something that is strongly meant to be in our lives or not meant to be in our lives. So there is something going on that could be a tad bit unconventional for you, something that you're falling out of, or something that you just have to realize might not be the best for you. But I see a really good new start for you, something completely new, once you cut out whatever that unconventionality, wherever that unconventionality is coming from, rather. So let's get into your past, guys. The first card that we have here for the past is the Justice card in the reverse. So for some people, maybe this could be with relationships where something that happened, wasn't fair, or there could have been cheating, but it's usually something that's not going your way. Something grimy that could be going down. Maybe not getting justice in some sort of lawsuit, something like that. Now, with the Temperance card in the reverse, this is something that just made you very uneasy. Your soul didn't want it, so you had to cut that out, okay? And that, really gave you back a lot of power. So with the Queen of Pentacles, you're stepping into a power by moving away from something that I feel just doesn't serve you. And whether it's you or maybe someone that you guys are dealing with, there's a harsh sense of communication. Someone getting their thoughts across in a way that could be cruel and unnecessary. So instead of saying, look, I just don't think this is the best for us, saying something like, wow, you're an awful piece of shit. So there's ways to communicate things and get things out, and someone's just not communicating in a good way. For some of you specifically, it could be maybe a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that is not speaking to you, or someone that you choose not to speak to, but kind of in like a sort of way, okay? We have the Queen of Pentacles, so despite all of this, you're still standing within your power. You never give your power away, all right? And you have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So guys, they're either people that are just not talking to one another, or a shitload of shit talking, okay? So if there is communication, it's definitely not comfortable communication, but you're still standing very gracefully through all of this. The Emperor, it's like there's all this chaos, and even if someone's going in on you, you're kind of just like, are you done? Okay, so just having that sort of attitude, knowing who you are, knowing that there's a lot of power within you. So that's a great thing, okay? So even if it's a shitty situation, you're handling it like a boss, all right? Now with the Seven of Pentacles, could be something that you're waiting on, maybe someone's waiting on in regards to you, but this is a card about waiting, a card about planting a seed and then just taking a step back to see what's going to go down. We have the Strength card in the reverse, which is a card about debilitation, or maybe waiting on something that could debilitate you, and we have the Nine of Wands. Okay. Now, with the Nine of Wands, that is just standing your ground with something that could be very adverse. But there's definitely something that you guys let go of and that you turned your back on. Okay. Maybe you guys are just waiting to get through any sort of debilitation that you may have felt, or just a situation that was kind of draining you, and just standing your ground and waiting for that to pass. Now, in the present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Star card in the reverse. So there's something that you're just losing faith in. You're not really excited about it anymore. You don't see the point in it anymore. All right, but you're still standing strong. And if this isn't you that's coming off as the Emperor, then maybe it's a Virgo or an Aries that you're dealing with. But I just feel like you guys are dealing with something in a strong way. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So maybe you guys are losing interest in something because of a third-party situation. Maybe you like someone, but they have someone else. Maybe you had someone great and maybe you cheated, okay? And now you have to just stand strong and just deal with what you did, and, you know, you have to lose faith in that situation. Now, for some of you, if you're specifically dealing with a situation where you were trying to go back to an ex, or an ex is trying to go back to you, I see foul play here. I don't see it as something that could be trusted, okay? Whether it's on your part or whether it's on their part, I just feel like someone can't be trusted here. Same thing if it's like a friend that wants to come back into your circle, or, you know, maybe someone that you kind of fell off with, that you were good with them, you know, kind of falling off, and now they want to come back in. So I just don't see it being good. You have the Eight of Wands here, so this is a card about communication, action, things happening. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. So for some of you, maybe you're speaking to a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, okay, and this could be something that's pulling you out of a place where there could have been a rejection that happened. There could have been some sort of loss that you felt. Maybe you were tight financially, but there could be, again, specifically an air sign that you're speaking to, or you guys just being focused and working on something that is helping you to get out of that tough situation, okay? Because there's definitely something that you may be feeling conflicted about, or maybe there's just a conflicting situation that you just have to get through and, you know, work out the details with. We have the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Cups. So there's something that you guys are worried about, okay? Something that could make you happy here, where you could be losing sleep at night, but I see it being okay. All right, now I don't feel that this is the same situation that you had to move away from, but it's like you're worried and you're anxious, and there's no reason to be. All right, if you guys want a relationship, especially if it's in regards to an air sign, I see it happening. If you guys are going towards something that you have to put a lot of time and effort into, that's going to require a lot of, you know, your energy and a lot of your thought process, okay, and a lot of focus, then I see that working well. All right, you guys want to go towards something that you're very passionate about, and with the Ten of Wands, you're going to have to do the work. It's going to be burdening, but it's going to work out. So y'all just have to do it. All right, don't be afraid of the work. Just get it done. Sometimes if we have a lot to do, just looking at it as a whole, it becomes so, like, defeating. You know, that's something I have to deal with all the time when I'm looking at my book. Okay, how many readings do I owe? But, you know, just look at one page. All right, there's 3 on this page. Do these 3 and then keep it moving. So just make sure that you're getting it done, okay, guys? Now, moving forward into your future, the first card that we have here is the Eight of Pentacles. So you guys are working on something. This could be something that has to do with work specifically. The Three of Wands, where maybe you're working on something that can help you to expand, or maybe there's something that you're waiting to come in, okay? So there's sort of, you know, something that you have that's unfinished business here that I feel like you guys are working and waiting on. Okay, and maybe that's what the burden is about. So this could be a person, maybe you guys are starting your own businesses, or maybe you're working on some sort of project, but I really feel that someone is trying to work through something and waiting on something to come back in, or for something to come to, you know, a good conclusion so that you can move on to the next chapter or the next project. Now, with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, there's going to be a decision that you make or something that you drop that, you know, gives you balance. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hanged Man. All right, so this is simple and clear, guys. There, you know, and this is so appropriate, you know, now that we're in 2019, or about to be at the time that I'm recording this. But you guys are truly just leaving behind things that you know don't really matter in that way to you. Okay, with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, this is how we feel towards jobs that we don't like, but it gives us a paycheck. This is how we feel about, you know, maybe that person that we know really has a crush on us and we can rely on them for anything, but we don't necessarily want to be with them. Okay, this is cutting off things that just shouldn't be there. That's just adding, and you know, adding so much fluff to your life. Okay, so you guys are really defluffing your life right now, and things that you don't particularly care for and that your heart and your soul are not truly in, you're letting that go. All right, with the Hanged Man here, you're not doing anything that's going to be forced anymore. You're doing things that are going to go with your flow, that you're not going to have to overexert yourself or bend over backwards to make some sort of impact, okay, to be seen, to be heard. So things that aren't working for you, things that you're not feeling, you know, those friends that you call that it's just like, ugh, why am I still friends with this person? All of that is being dropped, okay? And we have the Six of Pentacles as your last card, the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be a card about something that causes a sense of imbalance, okay? So with the Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Justice card in the reverse, there is something that comes out, a secret that comes out where you know something is bad judgment, or maybe someone knows something in regards to you is bad judgment, and it causes a sense of imbalance where you're really trying to think about which move that you want to make, but you know, you're guarded. But this is something, you know, despite what happened, that you dodged a bullet with, okay? So you're realizing that something was bad judgment, you feel guarded, but you have to move away from that. So, you know, a lot of this, guys, is going to be moving away from things that don't serve us and having new starts that could be really beautiful, okay? So you guys are definitely, it's like you're doing spring cleaning, but for the new year, okay? So let me get you guys some cards of advice on how to proceed. I can't talk right now. In January 2019. Let me get 3 cards of advice for the sign of Taurus. Alright, so we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Death card. Alright guys, that's very clear. There's something that's just not working. There's going to be some sort of rejection. You're turning your back on it. You're turning away from it. Okay, and with that, you avoid the conflict that it came with. Okay, so definitely getting rid of conflict, guys. The Hanged Man in the reverse, you felt forced here. Okay, you're moving out of that limbo that it put you in. You're walking away from and this deck is called the shadow side, but this is the devil. So you guys are walking away from something that literally, you know, it just was not serving you at all. And with the Death card, you're demanding change. You're demanding better. And for a lot of you, yeah, maybe you're upset that you have to let this go, but self-worth and self-preservation comes first, okay? So, you know, it's great to have people in our lives, but they need to add to your life, okay? And I'm not talking about giving you money, things like that, but energetically speaking, how do you feel after speaking with this person? Do you feel tense? Do you feel threatened? Or do you feel empowered? Do you feel like you've just, you know, soaked up so much amazing, incredible light? All right, and it's that time, guys. And I keep saying over and over that Taurus for the next, you know, 6 years now, it's a very powerful transformational time for us. If there's new businesses you want to start, if there's something new that you want to get into, if you want to go back to school, whatever it is, anything that seems like a big thing to accomplish, it's really in our favors to accomplish it right now. And the universe is right behind us. You know, as long as you're doing something that's good and transformational and something that's going to help, you know, then there's not going to be any resistance against that. Just make sure that your head's in a good place. All right? So guys, for those of you, if you're not if you haven't seen my Instagram before, rather, it's High Vibrations 44. Now, if you like my style of readings and everything that I do here, I do pull a daily spread every day, and I post it on my Instagram story. I let you guys know what it means. We talk about it. So if you guys want to, you know, see that, definitely check it out. I also right now, guys, have a special going. So usually when people get a question from me, it's $15, and you get a 2 to 3 minute video just like the one that you're watching, just giving you the answer for your question. So now I am doing a special where it's $10 for one question, $15 for 2 questions, or $20 for 3 questions, but that is only until January 2nd, so a lot of you probably won't catch it because I'm recording this on December 28th, but if you guys do get this before January 2nd, definitely take advantage. Now, anything else? I think that's pretty much it, guys. For those of you that are looking to get full-length personal readings, I did change my booking system. So when you go to my website, and the link is below, all you need to do is choose the day that you want it on, and either pick 2, 2:30, or 3 o'clock. You won't necessarily get it by that time, but I just put an hour and a half slot for that day, so I know that those are the only readings I'm doing that day, because I was just getting overwhelmed, and then I went through something, and it was just really, really hard when it came to catching up, and you know, I'm still in the process of catching up, so I really want to make my workload way more manageable. So I also offer emergency readings, so if you do need something quick, you're not able to wait a few days, then you can go ahead and get that, and we could do that as a phone call, okay, if you'd like, or you can get it as a pre-recorded video. But squad, I love y'all. It's been real. It's been an awesome year. We've learned a lot. We've cried a lot. We've laughed a lot, but we're here, guys. 2019, and I want us to go into it strong, all right? Take care, squad.